All right, so let's say the tax reform stymies along, or it does pass, and it's not as big a deal as some thought. Could that affect fundraising in general? Could there be a general sort of dissatisfaction among the Republican base, including high-income folks who say, all right, maybe we just don't feel like writing checks. Maybe we don't feel like coming out to vote. We're not going to vote for Democrats, but we're bummed out because we're not getting what we thought we would get out of this tax cut. Do Republican fundraiser foster freeze on all of that? What do you think? That there'll be sort of like a protest of silence? What do you think?
I think that would be a huge mistake on the part of Republicans. I know some of our friends are selling the stay-home message, but that's not a very savvy approach. If we want to get these things passed, it's a very simple answer. You just get more Republicans. And so that should be our challenge. We should donate more money, not less, and we should not stay home. We should put on our running shoes and gird up and make sure we get some more people in there who will vote for these bills. That's a solution, not depriving the Republicans of the resources they need to execute their mission. There are a lot of good guys fighting for the right things there, Neil.
But do you think this is the right thing in the end? I know the limitations they're dealing with in budget reconciliation, how you have to make the numbers meet. I understand that. But I think a lot of individuals are going to be disappointed, from the middle class all the way to the upper class, who already know what they're getting or not getting. And I don't think they're going to be too happy. I think they're going to say, all this for this?
Well, I think the way they went about the whole process really annoys me. It has for years. They put all these bizarre things in the same bill. Like there's a bill on donor-advised funds. If you or I give money to a donor-advised fund, they don't pay out the proper amount. There's penalties and taxes. Then there's another bill that takes away the tax exemption for financing of stadiums. Why do they put these all into one hodgepodge where you have something in there that nobody likes? They could have just started out purely simple. Let's take the corporate rate, which is the highest in the world, 35%, and bring it more in line with Russia and China, which are in the 20-25%. Start there. And then get that passed. Almost everybody would agree with that, and then find something else that everybody agrees with. But to have a 79-page bill, I mean, I don't think we should allow lawyers to write our laws anymore.
Well, I think the overwhelming majority in both houses, they're lawyers. But, Foster, I'm just wondering, assuming this goes through, and it's a leap, do you think Republicans will have another shot at trying to get taxes still lower, or will the rap be against them that come Election Day, they're not, or Americans are not feeling it, despite the victory, they're not feeling it, and they still take it out of Republicans?
Well, what is important to an American citizen, having a lower tax rate or having more income? If it's really true that if we reduce the corporate income tax to bring it in line with the rest of the world, if that generated your or my income go up 20%, what do we care if taxes even went up? If we've got more money in our pocket, and that's what we want to achieve. But how do you know it'll translate to more money in your pocket? Well, they say Economics 101, if you give corporations this much money, they're going to be able to invest it. Now, some companies will, admittedly, and they'll buy back stock or increase dividends. But many of them will have more opportunity to increase the benefits and wages for their
But why haven't they done that already, right? I mean, in this environment where they've slashed their balance sheets and done all the stuff you predicted they would, why aren't we seeing that already?
That's I don't know how to answer that. I would think that there's a lot of companies growing, Neil. You say they're not expanding, but I think there's a lot of companies outside of the companies you and I look at. Keep in mind, most of our growth comes from the smaller businesses, and we're looking at the bigger companies. You just mentioned probably 10 or 12 that you have in the back of your mind who fit that criteria. But where our economy grows is with the smaller companies. And I think when you're in business, it's so exciting to grow and to be able to pay your people more and to give them a company trip and to give them better medical benefits and then to increase and maybe open up our office in Jackson Hole and then Arizona.
So you think that even in a full employment or better than that environment, that the more businesses, particularly the smaller ones, the value ones that you've staked a claim on, that they will do that in this environment, given the more favorable tax treatment?
Well, I believe they're motivated to do it. Just human nature is people want to grow and thrive. If you're the coach of the Iowa high school team and you want to aspire to be the University of Iowa, and then you hope you can get a National Football League spot. There's something embedded with all of us. We want to grow and do better and provide more for other people. And as you grow older, you don't seek more power. You grow with the eagerness to serve others, and you can do that by creating more jobs and creating more products that people want. And I think that's the essence of America, and that's what's going to get us through and make us better than we were 10 years ago. I'm convinced of it. So the answer is yes. I do believe it's going to happen, Neil.
Okay. Real quickly on the Roy Moore situation, Mitch McConnell saying step down right now. Go. What do you think?
Well, I'm torn with that because coming from a Christian heritage, something someone did 40 years ago, it's kind of hard not to be forgiving. You look at all of our lives, I think forgiveness is the greatest thing Jesus brought to our nation, and I think that would be somewhat good. But I'll leave that to Mitch McConnell. I'm more interested in talking about something more significant, like PatientsUSA.com. Hop on there and figure out how we can get patient at the seat of the table. We're trying to promote a one line, and Bill Cassidy just said he's going to put it in. Ed Pullman, a House member from the Democratic side, says we are going to require all providers of health care products and services, hospitals, doctors, to publish prices. Think of what that'll mean. I just talked to a lady that sent out a prescription, got fulfilled at Walmart for $4. She said that same prescription at another pharmacy she dished out 10 days ago, her client had to pay $40. So publishing prices is going to be a huge step, incremental, one step at a time to move the healthcare ball down the field. Paul Ryan just sent me an email this morning. Everybody in the House Republicans are for publishing prices, transparency, and you can find no one out here in the counties, Bernieites, Hillaryite, Trumpite, who are not giving me high fives when I say, let's publish prices.
I would imagine Bernie, though, is giving a little lower high five than some of the others, or no? I don't know.
No, he'd be for publishing prices. Why would anybody oppose it?
No, you're right. Transparency works for all. Buster Freeze, great seeing you again, my friend. Thank you very, very much.
Thanks for having me, Neil. You're the best. Bye-bye.